So today let's talk about hobby. As far as I know, hobby is any activity that you do in your spare time for pleasure. For example, in a day you do a lot of things. You get up early in the morning, then have a breakfast, and if you are a student, then you go to school and then come back gaining knowledge, and during night you sleep. And if you are a business person, you do your business works and come home back and then sleep during night. And this routine is continued on daily basis. And this works for other works too. But while doing these works, there are also certain works in this period that you do for pleasure. Again, some works you do for pleasure but not in your spare time. You do the works in your work time. But hobby is such an activity in which you do for pleasure in your spare time. For example, in my case, my hobby is reading books or reading newspapers, or I can say surfing the net. So in my spare time, I read books, I read stories, I read newspapers, and I surf the net for pleasure. This time is out of work and I feel enjoyment in this time. So these kinds of work can be regarded as hobby. And every man or human has a hobby. Even if he does not know he has a hobby, in actual he has a hobby. For example, as a student goes to school and reads books and gain knowledge in his school time and come back home and do the remaining workout. After this, he has his spare time and goes to play. But he does not know it's his spare time and his hobby. Even if he knows it's his spare time, but he does not regard playing as a hobby. So playing can also be a hobby. Some people say sleeping can also be your hobby because in spare time people sleep for pleasure. So hobby is any activity that is done for pleasure but only in leisure time. Okay, and in my opinion, a person without a hobby is impossible. Or you can say a person without hobby is like a monkey without tail, or like a sheep without rudder, or such other things. But I would like to remind you that hobby is different from your interest. Your interest and your hobby can be the same, but in general meaning, hobby and interest are different things. I will make you clear on next video on this. So this much only for today. Let me know what's your hobby in the comment section. Meet you in next video. Thanks for watching. Stay connected with us. Stay tuned.